Hey YouTube, I'm back with an update. I am 2 weeks post VSG surgery. I am down to 210 pounds. My heaviest weight was 244. On the day of surgery, I was 228. Now I am 210. I recently had my doctor's visit, so everything is going really well. My incisions are healing well. There is pain. I don't know if I told you about the pain. When people talk about the pain that is on the side where they remove your stomach, they talk about it. They say it hurts. It hurts like all hell. It is very painful. For me, it was more painful than the gas. But it's healing. Now it feels more like a cramp in the side. So after 2 weeks, the first week it's hell. The second week it comes, it goes. You're like, oh, it hurts. It doesn't hurt. Now, second week is done. It feels kind of like a cramp. It's like a cramp in my side, and I always feel like I need to stretch it out or move. I have been walking. I've been walking longer distances. So first week, walking around the house. Second week, I would go to the store, walk back. Now I walk for exercise, where I'm near a parkway or part of the Department of Recreation in cities. We have mini parks in Philadelphia, so I'm near something called Cobbs Creek Park. So I would just walk for at least 45 minutes and then come back. So I try to get that in every day. I'm actually going to go down to Planet Fitness today because my insurance will reimburse you $150. Planet Fitness is $10 a month, so they'll give me back the $120 for the year of going. I'm going to go to Planet Fitness, start up a membership there, because you have to go 3 times a week or 10 times a month every month for a year, and my insurance will cover it. So I'm going to definitely do that. And also I go to my rec center. I don't think I'm going to start back this week at my rec center for exercise, but the following week. And that's just because at the rec center we do a lot of cardio. No, I'm sorry, we do a lot of ab work. Because it still feels like a cramp, I'm not ready to do 50 to 100 crunches. And that's kind of, we do stations, so you're going around, and at each station you're there for like 25 crunches, then you're doing this, then you're doing other ab work on the floor with the group. And I'm not quite ready, so I'm going to give that another week. But I am ready to treadmill, maybe lightly lift some weights, that kind of stuff. Nothing heavy, nothing intense. Well, some people might look at that as heavy and intense, but not a lot of ab work on that kind of level of what we do at the rec center. But definitely making this journey full. I had lost weight before, and I had lost a considerable amount of weight before, but the things that I fell back into afterwards, I had stopped exercising. I had increased my caloric intake. Those are all things that I know are, the sleeve as a tool will help me to keep my caloric intake low, but exercising will also help me maintain the body and the health and keep or stave off the diseases that can come your way just from not eating right and not being healthy. So far so good. Just if you're thinking about it, my buyer's remorse wasn't that bad. I think I was prepped by watching so many YouTube videos and so many people saying they regret not being able to eat the amount of food that they wanted. I don't. Because I just sit there and I think, even as I weigh out, I'm on purée, so as I weigh out my food now, and I look and I'm like, well, 2 ounces of meat actually is a good portion of meat. It's not like I think pre-surgery I would say, oh man, that's not enough, I can eat so much more. Now it's kind of like nice to say that I can eat a normal size, or what a human is supposed to eat, instead of so much more. On average, what I do is about 2 ounces of beef smushed up. I cook everything in a slow cooker and I just smush it up. Generally they said beef is harder for people to digest. That one kind of works for me. So it's like a ground beef. So I do 2 ounces of beef and then 2 ounces of chicken later. The chicken is, for a weird reason, a little harder for me to digest, and I think I just don't ground it up well enough. So it's a little denser. But other than that, so far so good. So if you're thinking about this surgery, I'm going to tell you now, maybe your first week you're like, oh hell. I mean, even when I was on a liquid diet, I really wasn't missing eating at all. Even now, I don't miss eating. I don't mind it. So I'll eat those small portions of proteins. When you're on your period, you can only eat proteins. I eat those small portions of proteins, and I'm like, I'm good. I'll drink the rest of the day. I just need my water, a little Crystal Light or some sugar-free drink, and I'm good. I have snuck in apple juice several times, but apple juice has a lot of sugar, and apple juice has a lot of calories. So I'm going to kind of keep away from my dear friend apple juice. But it has been a good friend to me when I was in need of something. I eat a lot of popsicles, not so much Jell-O and the other stuff that people were having. It's a process that is difficult, but it's doable. You'll get through it, and it's just like, all right, I'm ready. I'm like ready to rock and roll. Everybody's different. I've always kind of said I'm kind of like Wolverine, and I heal quickly. Even if I look at the incisions, some of them are almost barely noticeable. One keloided a little bit. The larger one almost just looks like a scratch. There's no keloid, no really dark. It's like a little bit of an indentation, a little bit lighter than the rest of my skin tone. So it's like a scratch. So if you're on this journey, enjoy it. It'll be some good times, it'll be some bad times, but it is a great decision to do if you're struggling to stay healthy. So that's it. Peace.